Well, here at 6:30, we've made a habit of reporting the truly underreported stories. So tonight, a subject that rarely gets airtime. The truth is, when it comes to depression, and in particular suicide, talking about it can actually be part of the solution. The World Health Organization predicts depression will eventually become our most common illness. Here in Australia, it is particularly affecting young people. Danielle Isdale has this report.
Each year, over the past 10 years, on average, about 100 kids have completed suicide, and anything up to 5 kids a week, Australia-wide, are attempting suicide.
Suicide is a big issue, particularly for our adolescent boys.
I felt quite alone, and I felt that I wasn't sure with what it was that I was going through with myself.
Summer McKinnon is a survivor. Now 24, she's struggled with bipolar.
They were very dark times, and they were really hard times, and to think about it now, it's something that really upsets me, because to feel like you don't think that you should be a part of the world it's not something that is very nice.
A difficult life she very nearly ended.
Actually, what sort of helped me was actually the suicide hotline. I remember that night specifically, and that actually helped me, get out of that hole that night.
Her troubles began as a teenager. Mood swings, frustration, sudden rages at school. She couldn't understand and didn't expect her friends or family to.
I hid my anxiety really well, and I avoided things, that made me feel uncomfortable. So school assembly was Wednesday, was the worst day, and I would avoid going early to the school assembly. I would come later at school and things like that, because I couldn't handle there was a sense of pressure around me by other people.
It's usually, I guess, a shift or a significant shift from how that child may have been behaving in the past.
Psychologist Dr. Susie Green says the warning signs aren't always obvious.
More withdrawn, that they seem a bit down in the dumps. It's a shift in their usual behaviour, but the social withdrawal is certainly a significant indicator, particularly in terms of their relationships when they're withdrawing, or a lack of motivation and engagement.
That's at home and at school.
So when the HSC results come out, the most common word used to describe the feeling of the kids is relief. They're relieved that it's all over, and I think that's a worrying sign, to be perfectly honest. I mean, what are we doing with it to our kids that after 13 years of education, their primary emotion is relief?